All right, what's up, everyone? We got Kevin Wink, aka Kevin Winkoff from Binghamton, Cold Spring Harbor product, joining the Long Island Lacrosse Journal today. Kev, how we doing?
Doing good, doing good.
It's good to have you on, man. We're having you as one of our guys being featured in our college week. So we're doing interviews with different college players all over the country, and we're gonna be releasing that next week, which will be really cool. So today we want to talk to you a little bit about your lacrosse career and how things are going. So, for you, talk a little bit about the transition, being in your sophomore year. I know things got cut short a little bit this season, but what was it like for you transitioning from high school to college?
I mean, I'd say for me, it was definitely more smooth than most because I was very familiar with Binghamton and the coaches, and my brother was there, and I knew a lot of the guys that I was coming to school with at the time. So like it was definitely very comfortable to with the guys, but it's definitely a big culture change because high school it's you got your regular schedule and stuff, but college there's so much growth of maturity and everything's on your shoulders, so it's definitely a big change.
Absolutely. How what are some ways that you kind of adjusted to the culture of college? Like you talk about, you're now living away from home. Your class schedule kind of varies each day. How did you kind of make that adjustment, and who kind of helped you through that process?
I mean, just being on the team, it's just you're with your teammates 24/7, and everyone's going through the same thing. So if you ever have a question or an issue with a class with where to go, where to get food, anything, you literally just talk to your teammates or coaches, it's just all about communication. You talk to your friends around you, and it's just really an easy process.
Let's talk about the transition on the lacrosse field. So you kind of, in my opinion, had a unique situation. You came off the island. You were a first team all Long Island player. So you were one of the top attackmen to come off the island. You had a lot of success with your team and individually in high school, but you get to college and they put you at the midfield.
Yeah.
So you were playing midi for the most part up until I think the last game of your sophomore year before the season got cut short. So how did you stay positive and make that adjustment from going from playing attack and being one of the best guys in the island at attack to playing midfield collegiately?
Yeah. When I first arrived in Binghamton, I was still playing attack because that was my position in high school, so they kind of just put me there, and it was definitely tough to see because there were so many older guys at attack in front of me, and I was kind of just getting really frustrated with it, and then they put me at midi, and being a freshman and being so young, I was kind of stubborn about it and very frustrated with it, but I just really just want to get on the field. And when they put me on midi, I was really okay with it because the college game is so fast, and being attack and midi is pretty much the same thing. Everyone's
Mm-hmm.
moving positions. I go out there, I get a shorty. I was attack, so I take him to X and I do my thing there, and just being able to switch from midi to attack kind of actually helped me out. I feel like it made me more of a versatile player,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just being out on the field is what is really just my end goal there. So
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's interesting. A lot of times, people as their own kids going through the recruiting process, they're so caught up with positions. But
yeah,
a lot of times when you get to college, you guys are all just offensive players, and you're out
yeah,
there to do the
sure.
same thing. How would you describe the chemistry and the makeup of the offensive unit at Binghamton? How do you guys kind of coexist together?
Um, Definitely had our ups and downs, but we're such a young team, and towards the beginning of the season, you could see throughout this year we were so gradual in learning and growing. Some of these guys Thomas Greenblatt, Quinn O'Hara, like even Justin Madurka, he's a junior, but we are so new to each other, and we were just growing at such a fast pace, and just seeing the way we practice together, and like we just meshed together as the season went on so much more.
Yeah, did that make it harder for the season to get canceled, being that you guys are kind of moving in the right direction?
Yeah, for sure. We were definitely going the right direction, and we were finally starting to get our feet beneath us, and we were finally getting going, and to have it cut off short was tough.
What was one highlight of this year in the short season you had?
I think like the Army game was definitely like a pinpoint in my eyes because even last year we would be up and then we would lose, and when we go down like a certain amount of points, like we had this like tendency of just giving up. And in that Army game this year, we were up in the beginning and then we started losing it, but we really just like kept going at them. And like to see that like spark in our team is just like a huge culture change in my eyes for Binghamton lacrosse. And to see that come from these young guys and just the energy that we're all bringing is just really, it was awesome to watch.
Yeah, well, it's cool you guys get a chance to stick around and play together for maybe not
Yeah.
just a year or two more, but I'm sure you got some guys that might be taking up that fifth year and getting to play, get to play a few more years, which is cool to see. Now, being that the season got cut off for everyone and you're home and you kind of have a new normal, what's your kind of like Corona workout regiment, daily routine? What do you got going on over there?
Yeah. Well, when I first got back to the house, it was a lot of family chill time. But me and Ryan actually started like landscaping in the backyard because we were just bored one day and just doing that. We were out there for hours. So that was definitely my workout at first. But me and my friends from my hometown, we started this thing called the Murph Challenge. It's like, I think it was like a soldier or something. I don't know the whole backstory about it. My friend just told me about it the other day, and we made a little group chat for it. And it's a 30-day challenge. Every day you do a mile, you do 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and then another mile to end it. And today was the first day I did it, and it was brutal. Like it was really tough. So we'll see how I feel tomorrow and the next following days.
So that's supposed to be a 30-day, like every
Yeah.
day you got to do it. Are you going to try to do it the same time every day? Or are you going to kind of feel it out, see how that goes?
I think I'm gonna feel it out because I'm gonna be real sore tomorrow, so we'll see.
So you're taking over the Binghamton Instagram today. How's that going? What do we have in store? What are some things you're thinking about posting later throughout the day?
Yeah. I gotta get the LA Lax Journal shout out right now. I gotta do that.
Yep.
Um, I already got the workout I did earlier. We're gonna probably see some more of my diet or take a quick picture of what mom was cooking up for dinner.
Ooh,
And
Mama Dawn's. What's she making tonight?
last night she made some pork chops. We might see some salmon tonight in the near future. We don't know. But
Wow, she's taking
she
care
looked
of
like
you guys during this
yeah,
pandemic.
she is. She is.
Good stuff. Now,
Yeah.
elaborate a little bit on what you guys are doing in the backyard. I saw a couple Snapchats. It looked like
Yeah.
basically an oasis, or I would kind of compare it to like those like really cool like outdoor outhouses people like rich
Yeah.
people have by their pools. You kind of made one out of nature.
Yeah.
What do you got going on back there?
Well, we don't have like we're not a very handy family, so we don't have the right tools to like really create what we were like looking for. But me and Ryan, we pretty much were just bored one day. We wanted to get our hands dirty, so we just took a couple hammers and we just pretty much chopped off like 15 small trees, and we were just grabbing all the bushes and stuff like that. And we just put a fire pit down there, and we hung up some Christmas lights around the trees, and it's just a nice little chill getaway.
I like it. Have you gotten a chance to hang out there just yet?
Yeah, the other night we finally kind of finished it up. It's not very pretty, but it definitely gets the job done.
All
And
right.
we got a nice little fire pit going back there the other night.
That's good stuff. Are you feeling more connected with nature since you've been home and got a chance to be outside a little more?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
How are your boys doing from Binghamton? How have you gotten a chance to kind of stay in touch with your teammates during these times?
Well, they're obviously like my best friends, so I talk to them every day, like Snapchat, text message, group chat, and stuff like that. But like as a team wise, like we're doing like Zoom meetings once a week. We're not doing it this week because of spring break, but soon we're gonna be getting into like offensive and defensive chats, and we're just gonna be like doing that. Not really sure what we're gonna be doing in them. Probably just watching some film, just keeping lacrosse in our heads and just keeping like our goals on the top of our heads. So
That's awesome. And I
yeah,
understand you had you got a kitten. What was that, in the fall or was that in the winter?
yeah, that was in the last semester. So I guess the beginning of the spring semester, I was just chilling in my room with Cope, my roommate. And I was just like, I feel like we should get a cat. And he was like, let's go. And we just left, bought the cat, brought him back. He was like 2 months old, like could fit in my hand. And yeah, he's doing well.
What's Kitty's name?
Finnegan.
How do you
Like,
want? Is there a backstory to that? Where'd you get that name from?
well, he's just like really orange and had orange eyes. So we wanted to think of like an Irish name. And then I was calling him Finley, and I was telling everyone that his name was Finley. But then people just started saying that his name was Finnegan. So I'm like, all right, we can just roll with Finnegan. And rest history.
That's good stuff. That so let's talk a little about we have a few minutes left here. So let's talk about the future of Binghamton lacrosse. How you guys feeling? Just being that you can't do anything else this year, but you guys have a young team and you got a lot coming back next year. How are you feeling going into the 2021 year?
I'm really excited. Like I said earlier, like we have such a young team, and like to see the kids grow up so fast is huge. And like even though the whole coronavirus thing was a big disaster, like we only had 4 seniors. Like they were very impactful. Like Dan Moss was our captain and he was a good leader, but we only had 4 seniors graduate, so it's not like the end of the world. And we got a lot of young talent, so we're really excited to keep going.
Cool, man. Well, we always like to leave it with a piece of advice, maybe for a kid that's getting recruited right now and looks up to the college players like you that are out there. What's maybe one piece of advice you would offer to anyone that's getting recruited?
One piece of advice that I would say is that college lacrosse, especially Division 1, is a really big deal. And if you want to play, you really have to love the sport of lacrosse. And you have to be willing to fully commit to the team and commit your time to the game, because if you don't love the sport of lacrosse, it's 100% not worth playing, because it's just a lot of time and effort.
Cool. It's great advice. Kevin Winkoff, we appreciate you coming on to the LILJ up here, and good luck with the rest of the career, my man.
Thank you.